guys really have a problem. I'm the pre-show entertainment. If you've read in the program, you've seen that the show it talks a little bit about this. A lot of hustling that goes on in the show. So I thought this song would really be appropriate just to get everybody in the mood for the seriousness of what we're going to do tonight.
Very good.
You told me that you loved me, said that it's so good. Told you, my darling, thought I always would. But now you've up and left me, I don't know what to do. So my little darling, I write these words for you. You done stomped on my heart, and you mashed that sucker flat. You just sort of stomped on my aorta. You started going out with guys, I felt us drift apart. Every step you took was a stomp up on my heart. Only hope that someday you get them low-down blues, and in some lowly honky-tonk, you look down at your shoes and think about them tender hearts that you crushed beneath them soles. With your claw-busting stompers, you left my heart so full of holes. You done stomped on my heart, and you mashed that sucker flat. You just sort of stomped on my aorta. You started going out with guys, I felt us drift apart. Every step you took was a stomp up on my heart. Every step you took was a stomp up on my heart.
Bodkins Theater Company and the Queen Bee Mill. I'm Ivan Fuller, the director of Mayor Bodkins. And what a beautiful night.
Yeah!
Yeah, finally. It's the screwiest summer that we've ever had out here. It's our 7th year at the mill. It's the first time that we've had to deal with the kind of weather that we have for this show. We only had to cancel one. Guess which night that was. But we actually made it through all the others. We froze last night in 50-degree weather, but there were people here. We had a great time. We're going to have a great time tonight to end this show with the beautiful weather. So we're glad you're here for it. How many of you have never been to a Bear Bodkins show before?
Wow.
Hey, not too many. That's great. You have to. Oh, wait. Well, we're glad you're here. We hope that we're going to convince you to come back year after year. We hope that we're here year after year. That's kind of up to the city. So we shall see. You never know with them. If you have been here, you know that we do Shakespeare the way that Shakespeare was done 400 years ago. And that includes performing under the open sky with whatever that gives us. And I don't think it's going to give us too much tonight except airplanes. But one of the other things that Shakespeare's company did was they performed these shows with about 12 actors, which meant that they doubled in lots of different roles. But we're going to do A Winter's Tale with just 8 actors. Which means that there are times when all 8 of us are on stage and yet Shakespeare has another character coming on and we're all busy. So we're going to recruit some people tonight to help us get through this show because there's a couple key moments when we're busy and we need you. So the first thing we're going to do is have an audition for one of the key characters who only appears once. This character speaks no lines, but they play a pivotal part in the production. And so we need some volunteers. Easy. Come on. Eric, come on down over here. Yeah. what's up? How about you? Right on the end. Oh, yeah. Scotty? Does he need some support from his family? He did. Come on. AJ? AJ, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to be able to sure. You need one more? Oh, maybe not. We'll see if the audience wants one of these two. All right.
Oh. Look over there.
Oh. Is that what you're doing? Yeah, you're volunteering. All right. The part is the bear. The bear. B-E-A-R. Yes, there's a bear in the Winter's Tale. Shakespeare wrote it in. I think he had an old scaggly bear in a back closet that they needed to use. And so he used it. And what we're going to do for our auditions, one at a time, Eric will come out first, roaring ferociously, come around this cube and rush off that way. Rush like a bear. Hey, here we go. Roar! Roar! That kind of came from the buttocks, right? Amanda, go! Now. Okay, here's our applause-o-meter. I already cast the show with my 8 actors. You get to be the casting director for this part with your applause for Eric.
Woo! Ow, ow, ow! Ow! Woohoo! Yeah!
And for Amanda.
Ow! Woo! Woo!
Yeah. All right, Amanda, come out here. Get your stage directions and your costume. All right, here's your costume. Okay. Thank you. Now, about halfway through the show, about 50 minutes in, there's going to be a storm scene. And 15, and Phil... 50. 50. Yeah, 50. And your station there. About 50 minutes in, the storm scene, you're going to hear Phil crash the cymbals. That'd be thunder.
Yes,
First time
yes,
you hear
it
the
would
thunder,
be.
you get your hat on, you get ready to go. Then just a little bit after that, he's going to do it again. That's when you roar, you come out of your seat, and you chase Nick off the stage. Okay? Those of you sitting with her, pay attention. Elbow her, she's falling asleep, so she's there on time. All right, that's all you got to do. Good job. All right. We also have, let's see, where's Renee? Oh. No tickets? Do you have Mopsa yet?
I might.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay, we'll have a surprise audience member who will also participate in the show. And then the final part of the audience participation that you'll be helping us with is the band. In the second half of the show, there is an orchestra that strikes up. And so we need some orchestra players. Who passed kazoo in 5th grade? Kira did.
Oh, there's 2. There's another right there.
One and right here. Okay, now, not only do you need to know how to play the kazoo, so prove it to me first, you can play it. Again. Just hum into it. There you go, all right? Now, do you know the Blue Danube? Or as we say in South Dakota, the Blue Danube. You know the bump bumps? We're going to practice. We've got to have a rehearsal. You just do the bump bumps.
Yeah!
You can't laugh and play at the same time. I discovered that last night when I saw that Phil had his fly down. And I'm trying to play the kazoo. It just doesn't work. So, ready? the show, Renee is going to say, come on, strike up. And that's when you get it out, get it ready. She's going to say it again a little bit later, and then I'll lead you in from back there with the... And you'll be there, yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
That's your part. And that's my part. I think I'm done. Turn it over to my lovely assistant. We're so glad that you're here. Have a wonderful time. Stay warm.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming here tonight. This is our largest audience, and I'm sure our best audience. And I see some repeat people here. It's wonderful to have you back. This is our closing night of the show. It's also, we're celebrating the closing of another very special event. If my husband would please come back out here. This is Ivan's 100th show that he has either directed or acted.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, man! Ow, ow, ow!
Bravo! I think he's by age 40, I think. Considering he probably didn't start until age 14, that's about 4 shows a year. So I thought it was pretty special and thought it needed a little award.
Thank the Academy.
As Ivan said, we're going to do this show like Shakespeare did way back when. Of course, we have those extra technological advances to deal with today, so we ask you to turn off your cell phones. If you need to take a call during the middle of the show, please do, excuse yourself and go behind the walls, and then we won't hear you and we won't care. Also, the planes, some of you have already seen some of them coming in. We are in the flight pattern of the Sioux Falls Municipal Airport, so we will stop talking and make fun gestures at the planes sometimes and then continue after they've gone. But feel free to duck as they come over. We have a symbol that will be your 2-minute warning. So at intermission time, that will be very clear when that is. We'll give you the symbol crash to let you know it's time to come back in. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you again for coming. Please, 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 if you enjoy what you see tonight, contact your city officials and let them know how much having free theater in the parks in the summer means to you. If you've noticed on your program, what's it called? I'm just going to call it a handout. If you notice on your program, there is a lineup of the rest of the shows that are in the parks this summer. We're the first production. Please go see some of this wonderful lineup of free theater and let your city officials know that this is not something you want cut out of our budget. Okay, thank you, and we hope you enjoyed The Winter's Tale by William Shakespeare.
I'm in a mountain in darkness, standing alone on the ledge. Every attempt I make to hold on pushes me near the edge. Sensing the changes impending, my thoughts are diffused by despair. I feel like I'm swimming straight up underwater, desperately racing for air. I'm racing for air. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. I want to fly like an eagle. Let my spirit carry me.
shall chance, Camillo, to visit Bohemia on the like occasion whereon my services are now on foot, you shall see, as I have said, great difference betwixt your Sicilia and our Bohemia.
I think this coming summer, Sicilia means to pay Bohemia the visitation he justly owes him.
Wherein our entertainment shall shame us. Verily, I speak it in the freedom of my knowledge. We cannot, with such magnificence, but in so rare, I do not know what to say. We will give you sleepy drinks, that your senses, unintelligent, devour insufficient faith, though they cannot praise us, as little accuse us.
Sicilia cannot show himself overkind to Bohemia. They were trained together in their childhoods, and there rooted betwixt them such an affection which cannot choose but branch now. Though their more mature dignities and royal necessities made separation of their society, their encounters, though not personal, have been royally attorneyed through interchange of gifts, letters, loving embassies, that they have seemed to be together, though absent, shook hands as over a vast, and embraced as it were from the ends of opposite winds. The heavens continue their love.
I think there is not in the world either malice or matter to alter it. You have an unspeakable comfort of your young Prince Mamilius. He is a gentleman of the greatest promise that ever came into my note.
I very well agree with you in your hopes of him. It is a gallant child, one that indeed physics the subject, makes old hearts fresh. They that went on crutches ere he was born, desire yet their lives to see him a man.
Would they else be content to die?
Yes, if they had no other excuse why they should wish to live.
If the king had no son, they would desire to live on crutches till he had one.
9 changes of the watery star has been the shepherd's note since we have left our throne without a burden. Time as long again would be filled up, my brother, with our thanks.
And yet we should, for perpetuity, go hence in debt. Stay your thanks a while and pay them when you part.
Sir, that's tomorrow. I am questioned by my fears of what may chance to breed upon our absence. Besides, I have stayed to tire your royalty.
We are tougher, brother, than you can put us to it.
No longer stay.
1 7-night longer.
Very sooth, tomorrow.
We'll part the time between us then, and in that I'll no gainsaying.
Press me not, beseech you so. There is no tongue that moves. None in the world so soon as yours could win me. So it should now with a necessity in your request, although 'twere needful I denied it. My affairs do even drag me homeward, which to hinder were in your love a whip to me. My stay to you a charge and trouble. To say both farewell, our brother. Tongue-tied our queen. Speak you.
I thought, sir, to have held my peace until you had drawn oaths from him not to stay. You, sir, charge him too coldly. Tell him you are sure all in Bohemia's well. With this satisfaction the bygone day proclaimed, say this to him, he's beat from his best ward.
Well said,
To tell he longs to see his son was strong, but let him say so then, and let him go. But let him swear so, and he shall not stay. We'll thwack him hence with distaffs. Yet of the old royal presence, I'll adventure the borrow of a week. When in Bohemia you take my lord, I'll give him my commission to let him there a month behind the gist prefix for his departing. Yet, good deed, Leontes. I love thee none of the jar of the clock behind what lady she her lord. You'll stay?
No, ma'am.
Oh, nay, but you will.
I may not, verily.
Verily? Well, you put me off with limber vows. But I, though you would seek to unsphere the stars, should yet say, sir, no going. Verily, you shall not go, and the lady's verily is as potent as the Lord's. Will you go yet? Force me to keep you as a prisoner, not like a guest. So you shall pay your fees when you depart and save your thanks. How say you now, my prisoner or my guest? By your dread, verily, one of them you shall be.
Your guest, then, ma'am. To be your prisoner should import offending, which is for me far less easy to commit than you to punish.
Not your jailer, then, but your kind hostess. Come, I'll question you of my lord's tricks and yours when you were boys. You were pretty lordings then.
We were fair queen, 2 lads who thought there was no more behind, but such a day tomorrow is today, and to be a boy in church.
Was not my lord the verier wag of the two?
We were as twin lambs that did frisk in the sun, and lead the one of the other. What we changed was innocence for innocence. We do not darken the ill doing, nor good in anything.
Oh, by this we gather you have tripped since.
Oh, my most sacred lady. Temptations have since then been born. For those unpledged days was my wife and girl. Your precious self did not take across the eyes of my young lady.
Oh, grace to boot of this, make no conclusion, lest you say your queen and I are devils. Yes, go on. The deeds we have made you do will answer that with us you did continue fault, and that you'd stripped not with any but with us.
Is he one yet?
He'll stay, my lord.
At my request you would not. Hermione, my dearest, thou never spokest to better purpose.
Never.
Never but once.
What? Have I twice said well? Oh, when was it before? I prithee tell me. Crams us with praise and makes us as fat as tame things. My last good deed was to entreat his stay. What was my first? It has an elder sister, or I mistake you. Oh, would her name were Grace. But once before I spoke to the purpose when?
Why, that was when 3 crabbed months had soured themselves to death, ere I could make thee open thy palm and clap thyself, my love. Then didst thou utter, I am yours forever.
That is grace indeed. Why, lo you now, I have spoke to the purpose twice. The one forever earned a royal husband. The other, for some while, a friend.
Too hot, too hot. My tremor cord is on me, my heart dances. But not for joy, not joy. This entertainment may a free face put on, it may, granted, but to be paddling palms and pinching fingers as now they are, and making practiced smiles as in a looking glass, and then to sigh as 'twere the more to the dear, that is an entertainment my bosom likes not, nor my brows. Mamilius, art thou my boy?
Aye, my good lord.
That's my love. What, hast switched thy nose? You say it is a copy out of mine. Still virtually upon his palm. Now, you wanton cap. Art thou my cap?
Yes, if you will, my lord.
Oh, thou wants the rough hash and the shoots that I have to be full like me. Yet they say we are almost as like as eggs. Women say so, that we'll say anything. Yet were it true to say this boy were like me. Come, Sir Page, little sweet villain, most dearest, my column. In thy dam, may it be. Perfection, thy intention stabs the center. Thou dost make things possible, not so held. Communicators with dreams, how can this be?
What means Cecilia?
Something seems unsettled.
Oh, my lord.
How is it with you, dear brother?
You look as if you held a brow of much distraction. Are you moved,
No,
my lord?
good earnest. How sometimes nature will betray its folly, its tenderness, and make a pastime of harder bosoms. Looking over the lines of my boy's face, methought I did recoil 23 years. Saw myself unbreeched, my doublet and my dagger muzzled, lest it should bite its master and so prove, as ornaments oft do, too dangerous. Alike methought I was to this colonel. Hey, this squash! This gentleman! My lord, are you so fond of your young prince as we do seem to be of ours?
If at home, sir, he's all my exercise. My mirth, my matter.
Oh.
Now my sworn friend and then mine enemy. My parasite, my soldier, statesman all. He makes it July's day as short as December, and in his very childish cures of me thoughts would thick my blood.
So stands this squire, office with me. We will walk, my lord, and leave you to your braver steps. Hermione, how thou lovest us. Show in my brother's welcome. Let what is dear in Sicily be cheap. Next to thyself and my young rover, he's a parent to my heart.
If you would seek us, we are yours in the garden. Shall attend you there?
To your own bent dispose you. You'll be found, view beneath the sky. I'm angry now, though you perceive me not, how I get blind. Go to. She holds up the neb and the bill to him and arms herself with the boldness of a wife to her allowing husband. Not already inch-thick, knee-deep, or head and ears a forked one. Go play, boy, play! My mother plays, and I play too, but so disgraced a part whose issue will hiss me to my grave. Contempt and clamor will be mine now. Go play, boy, play. There have been, or I am much deceived, cuckolds ere now, and many a man there is, even here, at this present now, while I speak this, holds his wife by the arm, and little thinks she has been sluiced in his absence, his pond fished by his next neighbor. By Sir Smile, his neighbor. Nay, there's comfort in it, while other men have gates, and those gates opened as mine against their will. Should all despair that have revolted wives, the tenth of mankind would hang themselves. Physic for it there's none. It is a body planet that will let in and out strike where 'tis predominant, and 'tis powerful, know it. From east, west, north, and south, be it concluded. No barricado or a belly. Know it, it will let in and out the enemy with bag and baggage. Many thousand of us have the disease. Feel it not. Now, boy.
I am like you, they say.
That's some comfort. What a pillow.
Even me, my lord.
Go for that. You sound like an honest man. Pillow. This great sir will yet stay longer.
You had much ado to make his anchor hold. When you cast out, it still came whole.
Oh, that's noted.
He would not stay at your petitions, made his business more material.
Perceive it. They're here about me already, whispering, rounding. Cecilia is a so forth. 'Tis far gone when I shall gust at last. How came it, Camilla, that he did stay?
At the good queen's entreaty.
At the queen's be it. Good should be pertinent, but so it is not. But was this taken by any understanding pate for thine? For thy conceits is soaking will draw in more than the common flocks. Not noted is it, but by the finer natures, by some severals of headpiece extraordinary, lower messes, perchance are to this business purblind. Say.
Business, my lord, I think most understand Bohemia stays here longer.
Ah.
Stays here longer.
Aye. But why?
To satisfy your highness and the entreaties of our most gracious mistress.
Satisfy the entreaties of your mistress. Satisfy. Let that suffice. I have trusted thee with all the nearest things to my heart, as well my chamber council, wherein priest-like thou hast cleansed my bosom, but I have been deceived in my integrity, deceived by that which seems so.
Forbid, my lord.
But bide upon it, thou art not honest, or if thou inclinest that way, thou art a coward that seest the game played home, the rich stakes drawn, and takest all for jest.
My gracious lord, I may be negligent, foolish, and fearful. In every one of these no man is free, but that his negligence, his folly, fear among the infinite doings of this world sometime puts forth. In your affairs, my lord, if ever I were willful negligent, it was my folly. But beseech your grace, be plainer with me. Let me know my trespass by its own visage. If I then deny it, 'tis none of mine.
Hast thou not seen, Camillo? As passed out thou hast, for thine eyeglass is as thick as a cuckold's horn. Or heard, for to a visage so apparent, rumor cannot be mute, or thought. For cogitation resides not in that man that does not think. My wife is slippery. If thou wilt confess or else be impudently negative to have nor eyes, nor ears, nor thought, then say my wife's a hobby horse, deserves a name as rank as any flatulence that puts to before her trust one. Say it! Justify it!
I would not be a stander-by to hear my sovereign mistress clouded so without my present vengeance taken. Shrew my heart, you never spoke that which did become you less than this, which to reiterate was sin as deep as that though true.
Is whispering nothing? Is leaning cheek to cheek, touching noses, kissing with inside lip, stopping the career of laughter with a sigh, forcing foot on foot, stalking forward, twisting clocks more swift, hours, minutes, noon, midnight, is this nothing? Why then the world and all that's in it is nothing. The covering sky is nothing. Bohemia nothing. My wife is nothing. And nothing have these nothings if this be nothing.
My gracious lord, be cured of this diseased opinion and the times which is most dangerous.
I'll say it be 'tis true.
No, no!
Yes! Bias, Camillo, and I hate thee for it. Pronounce thee a gross lout, a mindless slave, or else a hovering temporizer that canst with thine eyes at once see good and evil, inclining to them both. Were my wife's liver as infected as her life, she would not live the running of one flash.
Who does infect her?
Why, he that wears her like her medal hanging about his neck. Bohemia, who, had I servants true about me, who bear eyes to see like mine honor as their profit, their particular thrift, would do that which should undo more doing. I and thou, his cupbearer, whom I from meaner form have benched and reared to worship, who may see plainly as heaven sees earth and earth sees heaven how I am vexed, mightst bespice a cup to give mine enemy lasting wink, which draught to me were cordial.
My gracious lord, I could do that. And that with no rash potion, but with a lingering dram that should not work maliciously like poison. But I cannot believe this craft to be in my dread mistress, so sovereignly being honorable. I have loved thee.
Make that thy question and go rot. Just think I am so muddy, so unsettled, to appoint myself in this vexation? Stain the purity and whiteness of my sheets, which preserve his sleep, which being spotted is goats, thorns, nettles, tails of wasps. Give scandal to the blood of the prince, my son, whom I do think is mine, and love as mine without right moving to it. Could I do this? Would man so clench?
I must believe you. I do, and will fetch off Bohemia for it. Provided that, when he's removed, your highness will take again your queen as yours at first, even for your son's sake, thereby healing the injury of tongues and courts and kingdoms known and allied to yours.
Thou dost advise me, even so as I mine own course have set down. I'll give no blemish to her honor, none.
Go then, my lord, and with a countenance as clear as friendship wears at feasts, keep with Bohemia and with your queen. I am his cupbearer. If from me he have wholesome beverage, account me not your servant.
This is all. Do it, and thou hast the one half of my heart. Do it not, and thou splittest thine own.
I'll do it, my lord.
I shall seem friendly, as thou hast advised me.
Miserable lady. But for me, what case stand I in? I must be the poisoner of good Polixenes. And my cause to do it, the obedience to a master, one who in rebellion with himself will have all that are his so too. To do this deed, devotion follows. If I could find example of thousands who had slain anointed kings and flourished after, I'd not do it. But since nor brass, nor stone, nor parchment bears not one, let villainy itself forswear it. I must forsake the court. For to do it anew to me is certain a breakneck. Oh. Happy star reign now! Here comes Bohemia.
This is strange. Methinks my favor here begins to war. Not speak. Good day, Camilla.
All hail, most gracious sir.
What is the news in the court?
None rare, my lord.
The king hath on him such a countenance as he had lost some province. Even now I greeted him with customary compliment, when he, wafting his eye to the contrary and falling a lip of much contempt, speeds from me, leaving me so to consider what is greeting that alters thus his manners.
I dare not know, my lord.
How dare not? Do not? Do you know and dare not? Be intelligent to me, 'tis thereabouts. For to yourself what you do know you must, and cannot say you dare not. Good Camillo, your changed complexions are to me a mirror, in which I see mine own change too. For I must be a party in this alteration, being thus altered by it.
There is a sickness which puts some of us in distemper. Nay, I dare not name the disease, but it is caught of you that yet are well.
How caught of me? If you know aught which does behoove my intelligence thereof to be informed, imprison it not in angry concealment.
I may not answer.
Sickness calling me in yet, I must be answered. Dost thou hear, Camillo? I conjure thee by all the parts of man which honor doth allow, that thou declare what incidency thou dost guess of arms creeping towards me. How far off? How near? Which way to be prevented if to be? If not, how best to bear it?
Sir, I will tell you. Because I am charged in honor by him that I think honorable. Therefore mark my counsel, for it must be even as swiftly followed as I mean to utter it. About yourself and me cry lost, and so good night.
I'm good to be.
I am appointed him to murder you.
By whom, Camilla?
By the king.
For what?
He thinks, nay, he swears, as he has seen you to it or been an instrument to vice you to it, that you have touched his queen forbiddenly.
And turn my best blood to an infected jelly, and my name be yoked with his, and betray the best. Turn then my freshest reputation to a savor that may strike the dullest nostril where I appear, and my approach be shunned, nay, hated, worse than the greatest infection that e'er was heard or read. How should this grow?
I know not, but I am sure 'tis safer to avoid what's grown than question how 'tis born. Therefore, if you dare trust this honesty that lies enclosed in this trunk, which you shall bear alone,
which if you seek to prove, I dare not stand by. Nor shall you be safer than one condemned by the king's own mouth, thereon his execution sworn.
I do believe thee. I saw his heart in his face. My ships are ready, and my people did expect my hence departure 2 days ago. This jealousy is for a precious creature. As she's rare, must it be great. As his person's mighty, must it be violent. As he does perceive, he is wronged by one which ever did profess to him. His revenges must in that be made more bitter. Fear o'ershades me. Come, Camilla, let us the voyage.
It is in my power to command the keys of all the posters. Sir, at this urgent hour, please away.
Take the boy to you. He so troubles me, just fast enduring. Come, my gracious lord, shall I be your playfellow?
Oh, none of you.
Why, my sweet lord?
You'll kiss me hard and speak to me of my work. Babes will.
I love you better.
And why so, my lord?
Not for because your brows are blacker, yet black brows, they say, become some women best.
So, that there may not be too much hair there, but in a semicircular half moon made with a pen. And who taught you thus?
I learned it out of women's faces. Pray now, what color are your eyebrows? Hark ye, the queen your mother rounds apace. We shall present our services to a fine new prince one of these days.
She is rounded into a goodly bulk. Good times have come.
My wisdom stirs amongst you. Oh, come, sir. Now I implore you again. Pray you, sit by us and tell us the tale. Merry or sad till it be, as merry as you will.
A stag tail is best for winter. I know one of sprites and goblins.
Let's have that, good sir. Come on, sit down. Come on, and do your best to fright me with your sprites. You're powerful at it.
There was a man.
Hey, come sit. Then on.
Brought by a churchyard. I will tell it softly. Yon cricket shall not hear it.
Come on, then. Receive my shirt.
Was he met there? His train, Camilla with him? Behind the tuft of pines I met them. Never saw I men scour so on their way. I eyed them even to their ships.
How blessed am I in my just censure, in my true opinion. For lack of less knowledge, how accursed it be, so blessed. There may be in the cup a spider steeped, and one may drink, depart, and yet partake no venom, for the knowledge is not infected. But if one present the abhorred ingredient to his eye, make known how he hath drunk, he cracks his gorge, his sides with violent heps. I have drunk and seen the spider. Camilla was his help in this, his pander. The plot against my life, my crown, all's true that is mistrusted. That false villain whom I employed was pre-employed by him. He has discovered my designs, and I remain a very pinched thing for him to play with at will. Give me the boy. I did not nurse him, for though he does bear some signs of me, yet you have too much blood in him.
Oh, what is this?
Bear the boy hence. He shall not come about her. Away with him, and let her sport herself with that she's big with. For 'tis Polixenes has made thee swell thus.
But I'd say he had not, and I'll be sworn you would believe my saying, howe'er you leave to
You, my lords, look on her, mark her well. Be but about to say she's a goodly lady, and then let the justice of your hearts thereto add 'tis pity she's not honest, honorable. Praise her but for this, her with outdoor form, which on my faith deserves high praise. But, be it known from him who has most cause to grieve, it should be, she's an adulteress.
Should a villain say so? The most repentant villain in the world? He were much more villain.
You, my lord, you but mistake.
You have mistook Polixenes for Leontes, a thou thing which I'll not call a creature of thy place. I have said she's an adulteress. I have said with whom. Or she's a traitor, and Camillo is a fettery with her, one who knows what she should shame to know herself, but with her most vile principle, that she's a fence worker, even as bad as Vulgar's new boldest titles. I am privy to this, their late escape.
No, I'm privy to none of this. How will this grieve you when you shall come to clearer knowledge you thus have published?
Gentle, my lord, you scarce can write me truly than to say you did mistake.
If I mistake in that foundation I build upon, the center is not big enough to bear a schoolboy's top. Away with her to prison. My lord, I must speak for her. Far off guilty, but that he speaks.
There is some ill planet reigns. They must be patient till the heavens look with an aspect more favorable. Good my lords, I am not prone to weeping, as our sex commonly are. The want of which they do perchance shall try your pities, but I have that honorable reed lodged here, which burns worse than tears drown. Beseech you all, my lords, with thoughts so qualified as your charity shall best instruct you, measure be performed.
Shall I be heard?
Who is it goes with me? Beseech your highness, my women may be with me, for you see my plight requires it.
Do not weep, good fool. There is no cause. When you shall know your mistress has deserved prison, then abound in tears as I come out. This action I now go on is for my better grace.
Adieu, my lord. I never wished to see you sorry. Now I trust I shall.
Go. Hence, do our bidding. Beseech your highness. We'll call the queen again. Be certain what you do, sir, lest your justice prove violence, in the which three great ones suffer. Yourself, your queen, your son.
For her, my lord, I dare my life lay down, and will do it, sir. Please you to accept it. That the queen is spotless in the eyes of heaven and to you. I mean in this which you accuse her.
Every woman in the world, aye, every dram of woman's flesh is false if she be.
Hold your peace, my lord.
It is for you we speak, and not for ourselves. You are abused, and by some putter on that will be damned for it. If this prove true, be she honor flawed, I have 3 daughters. The eldest is 11, the second and the third 9, and some 5. Be it so, they'll pay for it. 14 they shall not see to bring forth false generations. They are co-heirs, and I had rather glib myself than they should not produce fair issue.
Cease no more!
Thou dost feel this business with a sense as cold as a dead man's nose, but I do feel it, and see it as you feel doing thus.
If it be so, we need no grave to bury honesty. There's not a grain of it the face to sweeten of the whole dungey earth.
What need we commune with you of this, but rather follow our forceful instigation? Our prerogative calls not your crack counsel, but our natural goodness imparts this, which if you, or stupefied, or seeming so in skill, cannot, or will not, relish the truth, like us, then inform yourself we need no more of your advice. The matter, the loss, the gain, the ordering on it is all properly out.
I wish you had only in your silent judgment tried it without much overture.
How could that be? Either thou art ignorant by age, or thou wert born a fool. Camillo's flight, together with their familiarity, doth push on this proceeding. Yet, for greater confirmation, or in an act of this importance, most piteously wild, we have dispatched in post to sacred Delphos, to Apollo's temple, Cleomenes and Dion, whom you know to be of stuffed sufficiency. Now, from the oracle will they bring all whose spiritual counsel had, shall stop or spur me. Have I done well?
Well done, my lord.
Though I am satisfied and need no more but what I know, yet the oracle will give rest to the minds of others. Therefore we have thought it good that from our free person she should be confined, lest that the treachery of the 2 fled hence be left her to perform. Come, follow me. And to speak in public for this business will raise us all.
Laughter, as I take it, if the good truth were known.
The keeper of the prison. Call to him. Let him have knowledge who I am.
Good lady, no court in Europe is too good for thee. What dost thou then in prison?
Now, good sir, you know me, do you not?
Poor worthy lady, one who much I honor.
Pray you now conduct me to the queen.
I must not, madam. To the contrary, I have express commandment.
Here's a Jew to lock up honesty and honor from the access of gentle visitors. Is it lawful, pray you, to see her women? Any of them? Amelia?
Shall it please you to put apart this your attendant, I shall bring Amelia forth.
I pray now call her. Withdraw yourself.
And madam, I must be present at your conference.
Well, be it so, Prithee. Here's such ado to make no stain a stain. Dear gentlewoman, how fares our gracious lady?
Well as one so great and so forlorn may hold together on her frights and griefs, which never tender lady hath borne greater. She is something before her time delivered.
A boy?
A daughter, and a goodly babe, lusty and like to live. The queen receives much comfort in it, says, my poor prisoner, I am as innocent as you.
I dare be sworn. These dangerous, unsafe loons of the king, beshrew them. He must be told on it, and he shall. The office becomes a woman best. On me. If I prove honey mouth, let my tongue blister, and never to my restless anger be the trumpet any more. Pray you, Amelia, commend my best obedience to the queen. If she dares trust me with her little babe, I'll show it the king, and undertake to be her advocate to the loudest. We do not know how he may soften at the sight of the child. The silence often of pure innocence persuades when speaking fails.
Most worthy madam, your honor and your goodness please your ladyship to visit the next room where I'll presently acquaint the queen of your most noble offer, who but today hammered up this design but dared not attempt a minister of honor lest she should be denied.
Tell her, Amelia, I'll use that tongue I have. If wind to blow from it as boldness from my bosom, let it not be doubted, I shall do good.
Now be you blessed, Lord. I'll to the queen, please you come something nearer.
Madam, shall it please the queen to send the babe? I know not what I shall incur to pass it, having no warrant.
You need not fear it, sir. This child was prisoner to the womb, and is by law and process of great nature thence freed and enfranchised, not a party to the anger of the king, nor guilty of, if any be, the trespass of the queen.
I do believe it.
Do not you fear. Upon mine honor, I will stand betwixt you and danger.
Nor night nor day, no rest. It is but weakness to bear the matter thus, mere weakness. If the cause were not in being, part of the cause, she the adulteress for the harlot king is quite beyond mine arm, out of the blanket level of my brain, plot-proof. But she I can hook to me. Say she were gone, given to the fire, a moiety of my rest might come to me again. Who's there?
My lord,
How does the boy?
he took good rest tonight. His hope his sickness is discharged.
See his nobleness conceiving the dishonor of his mother. He straight declined, drooped, took it deep, fastened and fixed the shame of it on himself, threw off his spirit, his appetite, his sleep, downright languished. Leave me solely, go see how he fares. Camilla and Polixenes laugh at me, make their pastime in my sorrow. They should not laugh if I could reach them, nor shall she within my power.
You must not enter.
Nay, brother, good my lord, be second to me. Fear you his tyrannous passion more, alas, than the queen's life? A gracious, innocent soul, more free than he is jealous?
That's enough.
Madam, he hath not slept tonight. Commanded none should command him.
Not so hot, good sir. I come to bring him sleep. 'Tis such as you that creep like shadows by him and do sigh at each needless evening. Such as you nourish the cause of his awaking. I do come with words as medicinal as truth, honest as either, to purge him from that humor that presses him from sleep.
Oh.
No noise, my lord, but needful conference about some gossips for your highness.
Away with this audacious lady Antigonus. I charge thee she should not come about me. I knew she would. I told her so, my lord. On your displeasure's peril and on mine, she should not visit you. Canst not control thy wife?
From all dishonesty he can. In this, unless he take the course that you have done, commit me for committing honor, trust that he shall not rule me.
Ah, you now, you hear? When she'll take the reins, I'll let her run, but she'll not stumble.
Good my liege, I come, and I beseech you hear me, who professes myself your loyal servant, your physician, your most obedient counselor. I say I come from your good queen.
Good queen?
Good queen, my lord, good queen. I say good queen, and would by combat make her good, so were I a man the worst about you.
Force her hence.
Let him that makes for trifles of his eyes first hand me. On mine own accord I'll off. But first, I'll do my errand. The good queen, for she is good, hath brought you forth a daughter. Here 'tis. Commends it to your blessing.
Out of the doors with her, a mankind witch, a most intelligent-seeing bawd.
Not so! I am as ignorant in that as you, and so entitling me, and no less honest than you are mad.
Traitors, will you not force her hence? Give her the bastard, thou daughter. Thou art woman tired, unroosted by thy dame partlet. Take it up straight. Take it up, I say, and give it to thy crone.
Forever unvenerable be thy hands, if thou takest of the princess with that forced baseness which he hath put upon it.
He dreads his wife.
So I would you did. Then, 'twere past all doubt, you'd call your children yours.
Nest of traitors.
I am none by this good light.
Nor I, nor any but one is here, and that's himself. For he, the sacred honor of himself, his queens, his hopeful sons, his babes, betrays to slander,
Oh, I know.
whose tongue is sharper than the sword.
A callet of boundless tongue that late hath beat her husband and now baits me. This brat is none of mine. It is the issue of Polixenes. Hence with it, and together with the dam, commit them to the fire.
It is yours, and if we might lay the old proverb to your charge, so like you, 'tis the worst. Behold, my lords, though the print be little, the whole matter and copy of the father. Eye, nose, lip, the trick of his frown, forehead, nay, the valley, the pretty dimples of his chin and cheek, his smiles, the very
hag. And also thou art worthy to be whipped, and wilt not stay her tongue.
With all the husbands that cannot do that feat, you'll leave yourself hardly one subject.
Once more, out of the chamber with her.
A most unworthy and unnatural lord can do no more.
I'll see thee burnt.
I care not. It is a heretic that makes the fire, not she which burns in it. I'll not call you tyrants, but this most cruel usage of your queen, not able to produce more accusation than your own weak-hinged fancy, something savors of tyranny, and will ignoble make you, yea, scandalous to the world.
On your allegiance out of the chamber with her. Were I a tyrant, where were her life? She durst not call me so if she knew me one. Away with her.
I pray you do not push me. I'll be gone. Look to your babe, my lord. 'Tis yours. Jove sent her a better guiding spirit. What needs these hands? You that are thus so tender o'er his follies will never do him good, not one of you. So, and so. Farewell, we are gone.
Thou, traitor, hast set on thy wife to this, my child, away with it. Even thou that hast heart so tender o'er it, take it up and see it instantly consumed by fire. Even thou, none but thou, take it up straight, within the hour bring me word 'tis done, and by good testimony, or I'll seize thy life. Lord, if thou refuse and wilt encounter with my wrath, say so. The bastard brains with these my proper hand shall I dash out. Take it to the fire, for thou settest on thy wife.
I did not. This lord, my noble fellow, if you please, can clear me in.
I can, my royal liege. He is not guilty of her coming hither.
Your liars all.
Beseech your highness, give us better credit. We have always truly served you, and beseech so to esteem of us. And on our knees we beg as recompense of our dear services past and to come, that you do change this purpose, which being so horrible, so bloody, must lead on to some foul issue. We all kneel.
I am a feather for each wind that blows. Shall I live to see this bastard kneel and call me father? Better burn it now than curse it then. But be it, let it live.
My lord.
Shall not, neither. You, sir, that are so tenderly officious with your lady Marjorie to save this bastard's life, for 'tis a bastard as sure as this beard's gray. What wilt thou adventure to save this brat's life?
Anything, my lord, that my ability may undergo and nobleness impose. At least thus much. Upon the little blood I have left to save the innocent, anything possible.
So it shall be possible. Swear thou wilt perform my bidding.
I will, my lord.
Mark, and perform it. For the fail of any point in it shall not only be death to thyself, but to thy lewd-tongued wife, whom for the time we parted. We enjoin thee, as thou art liegeman to us, that thou carry this female bastard hence, and that thou bear it to some remote and desert place quite out of our dominion, and that there thou leave it without more protection or mercy to its own protection or favor of the climate, that chance where chance may nurse or end it. Take it up.
I swear to do this. Your present death had been more merciful. Come, poor babe. Some powerful spirit instruct the kites and ravens to be thy nurses. Wolves and bears, they say, casting their savages aside, have done like offices of pity.
No, I'll not rear another's issue.
Please, your highness, posts from those you sent to the oracle have arrived in our since. Cleomenes and Dion, being well arrived from Delphos, have both landed and are hasting to the court.
So please you, sir. Their time hath been beyond account.
23 days they have been absent. His goodly speed foretells the great Apollo will suddenly have the truth of this appear. Go, prepare a session that we may arraign our most disloyal lady. For as she hath been publicly accused, so shall she have a just and open trial. While she lives, my heart will be a burden to me.
Climate delicate, the air most sweet, fertile the isle, the temple but surpassing the common praise it bears.
I shall report the most copy, the celestial habits, methinks I so should term them, and the reverence of the grave wares. Oh, the sacrifice, how ceremonious, solemn, and unearthly it was at the offering.
And all the burst and the indefinite voice of the oracle came to Jove's thunder, so surprised my sense that I was nothing.
If the event of the journey prove as successful as we know, be it so as it has been for us, rare, pleasant, speedy, the time is worth the use on it.
Great Apollo turned all to the best. His proclamation so forcing false upon Hermione, my little life.
The violent carriage of the business will clear or end the oracle when the business, thus, by Apollo's great divine, sealed up, shall the contents discover. Something rare. Even then we'll rush to knowledge. Go, fresh horses and graciously the issue.
This session, to our great grief, we pronounce even pushes against our heart. The party tried the daughter of a king, our wife, and one of us too much beloved. Let us be clear to being tyrannous, since we so openly proceed in justice, which shall have due course, even to the guilt or the purgation. Produce the prisoner.
It is His Highness' pleasure that the Queen appear in person here in court. Silence!
Read the indictment.
Hermione, Queen to the worthy Leontes, King of Sicilia, thou art here accused and arraigned of high treason, in committing adultery with Polixenes, King of Bohemia, and conspiring with Camillo to take away the life of our sovereign lord, the king, thy royal husband. The pretense thereof being by circumstances partly laid out, thou, Hermione, contrary to the faith and allegiance of a true subject, didst counsel and aid them for their better safety to fly away by night.
Since what I am to say must be but that which contradicts my accusation and the testimony on my part, no other but what comes from myself, it shall scarce boot me to say not guilty. Mine integrity being counted falsehood shall, as I express it, be so received. But thus, if powers divine behold our human actions as they do, I doubt not then but innocence shall make false accusation blush, and tyranny tremble at patience. You, my lord, best know, who least will seem to do so. My past life hath been as continent, as chaste, as true, as I am now unhappy. For behold me, a fellow of the royal bed, which owe a loyalty of the throne, a great king's daughter, mother to a hopeful prince, here standing, to prate and talk for life and honor, for who please to come and hear. For life, I prize it as I would weigh grief, which I would spare. For honor, 'tis a derivative from me to mine, and only that I stand for. I appeal to your own conscience, sir. Before Polixenes came to your court, how I was in your favor, how merited to be so. Since he came, with what encounter so uncurrent I have strayed to appear thus. If one jot beyond the bound of honor, or in act or will that way inclining, hardened be the hearts of all that hear me, and my nearest of kin cry fie upon my grave. For Polixenes, with whom I am accused, I do confess I loved him, as in honor he required. With such a kind of love as might become a lady like me, with a love even such, so, and no other, as yourself commanded, which not to have done, I think had been in me both disobedience and ingratitude to you and toward your friend, whose love had spoke, even since it could speak, from an infant freely that it was yours. Now, for conspiracy. I know not how it tastes, though it be dished for me to try, how all I know of it is that Camillo was an honest man, and why he left your court, the gods themselves, wanting no more than I, are ignorant.
You knew of his departure, as you know what you have undertaken to do in his absence.
Sir, you speak a language I understand not. My life stands in the level of your dreams, which I'll lay down.
Your actions are my dreams. You had a bastard by Polixenes, and I but dreamed it. As you are past all shame, those of your fact are so past all truth. For as thy brat hath been cast out, like to itself, no father owning it, which indeed is more criminal in thee than it, so thou shalt feel of our justice, in whose easiest passage look for no less than death.
Sir, spare your threats. The bug which you would fright me with, I seek. To me can life be no commodity. The crown and comfort of my life, your favor, I do give lost, for I do feel it gone, but know not how it went. My second joy, and the first fruits of my body, from his presence I am barred, like one infectious. My third comfort, starved most unluckily, is from my breast the innocent milk in its most innocent mouth haled out to murder. Myself on every coast proclaimed a strumpet with immodest hatred, the childbred privilege denied, which belongs to women of all fashion. And lastly, hurried here to this place in the open air before I have strength of limit. Now, my liege, tell me what blessings I have here alive that I should fear to die. Therefore proceed. But yet hear this, mistake me not. No life I prize it not strong, but for mine honor, which I would free. If I shall be condemned upon surmises, all proofs sleeping else but what your jealousies awake, I tell you 'tis rigor and not law. Your honors all, I do refer me to the oracle. Apollo be my judge.
This your request is altogether just. Therefore bring forth, and in Apollo's name, his oracle. You here shall swear that you, Cleomenes and Dion, have been both in Delphos, and that from thence you have brought this seal of Oric by the hand delivered of great Apollo's priest, and that since then you have not dared to break the seal, nor read the secrets in it. All this we swear.
Break up the seals and read.
Hermione is chaste. Polixenes blameless. Camillo a true subject. Leontes a jealous tyrant. His innocent babe truly begotten. And the king shall live without an heir if that which is lost be not found.
Now blessed be the great Apollo.
Hast thou read truth?
Aye, my lord, even so as is here set down.
There is no truth at all in the oracle. The session shall proceed. This is mere falsehood.
The king! The king!
What is the business?
Sir, I shall be hated to report it. The prince, your son, with mere conceit and fear of the queen's speed, is gone.
How gone?
Is dead. Oh, God, no.
Apollo's angry, and the heavens themselves do strike against my injustice. How now there?
This news is mortal to the queen. Look down and see what death is doing.
No, bear her hence. Her heart has been overcharged. She will recover. I too much believe mine own suspicions. Beseech you tenderly apply to her some remedies for life. Oh, Apollo, pardon my great offenses against thine oracle. Reconcile me to Polixenes. New woo my wife. Recall the good Camillo, whom I hear pronounced a man of truth, of honor. How his piety glisters through my rust and makes my deed seem the blacker.
Oh, woe the while. Cut my lace, lest my heart cracking it break too.
What fit is this, good lady?
What studied torments tyrant has for me? What wheels, racks, fires? What flaying, boiling in leads or oils? What older, newer torture must I receive, whose every word deserves to taste of thy most worst? That thou betrayest Polixenes, 'twas nothing. That did but show thee of a fool, inconstant and damnable ungrateful. Nor was it much. Thou would have poisoned good Camillo's honor. Oh, more monstrous standing by. Where have I reckoned the casting forth to crows thy baby daughter? To be none or little, though a devil would have shed water out of fire ere done it. Nor is it directly laid to thee, the death of the young prince, whose honorable thoughts, thoughts high for one so tender, cleft the heart that could conceive a gross and foolish sigh of blemished his gracious dam. Oh, this is not, no, laid to thy answer, but the last. Oh, my Lord Christ, and cry, oh, the queen, the sweetest, dearest creature's dead. And vengeance for it not dropped down yet.
The higher powers forbid.
I say she's dead, oh, swear it. If word nor oath prevail, now go and see. If you can bring tincture or luster in her lip, her eye, heat outwardly her breath within, I'd serve you as I would do the gods. But oh, thou tyrant, do not repent these things, for they are heavier than all thy woes can stir. Therefore betake thee to nothing but despair. 1,000 knees, 10,000 years together, naked, fasting on a barren mountain, and still winter and storm perpetual could not move the gods to look that way thou went.
I canst not speak too much. I deserved all tongues to talk the bitterest. Say no more. However the business goes, you have made fault in the boldness of your speech.
I'm sorry for it. All faults I make when I shall come to know them, I do repent. Alas, I've shown too much the rashness of a woman. He's touched with a noble heart. What's gone and what's passed out should be passed free. Do not receive affliction at my petition. I beseech you rather. Let me be punished that have minded you of what you should forget. Good my liege, sir, royal sir, forgive a foolish woman. The love I for your queen. Oh, again, I'll speak of her no more, nor of your children. I'll not remember you of my own lord, who is lost too. Take your patience to you, and I'll say nothing.
Thou didst speak but well. Come, take me to the dead mother's son. One grave shall be for them both. Upon them shall appear the causes of their death, to our shame perpetual. Once a day I'll visit the chapel where their bodies lie, and the tears shed there shall be my recreation. So long as nature will bear up with this exercise, so long I daily vow to use it. Come, lead me to these sorrows. Thou art perfect, then. Our ship hath touched upon the deserts of Bohemia.
Aye, my lord. Here we have landed in ill time. The skies look grimly and threaten present muster. In my conscience, heavens with that we have in hand are angry and frown upon us.
The sacred wills be done. Go, get aboard, look to thy bark. I'll not be long before I follow thee.
Make your best haste. Go not too far in the land. It's like to be loud weather. Besides, this place is famous for the creatures of prey that keep upon it.
Get thou aboard. I'll follow instantly. Come, poor babe. I have heard, but not believed the spirits of the dead may walk again. If such things be, thy mother appeared to me last night, for ne'er was a dream so like a waking. To me comes a creature, sometime her head on one side, sometimes another, in pure white robes, like very sanctity did she approach my cabin where I lay. Thrice bowed before me, and gasping to begin some speech, her eyes became two spouts. Their fury spent, anon did this break from her.
Good
Antigonus, since fate against thy better disposition
hath made thy person for the thrower out of my poor babe according to thine oath, places remote enough are in Bohemia. There weep and leave it crying, and for the babe is counted lost forever. Perdita, I prithee call it. For this ungentle business put on thee by my lord,
thou ne'er shalt see thy wife Paulina more. And thus with shrieks she vanished into air. Affrighted much, I did in time collect myself and thought this was so and no slumber. Dreams are toys. Yet, for this once, yea, superstitiously I will be squared by this. I do believe Hermione has suffered death, and that Apollo would, this being indeed the issue of King Polixenes, have it here set down, either for life or death, on the bosom of its right father. Blossom, speed thee well. There lie, there thy character. There these, which may, if fortune please, both breed thee pretty, and still rest thine. Storm begins. Cursed wretch, and for thy mother's fault art thus exposed to loss in what may follow. Weep I cannot, but most accursed am I to be my oath enjoined to this. My heart bleeds. Farewell. The day frowns more and more. How I'd like to have a lullaby too rough. Never saw the heavens so dim by day. The savage clamor. Well, may I get aboard? This is a chase. I am gone forever.
I would there were no age between 10 and 3 and 20, or that youth
Good luck, and it be thy will. What have we here? A bairn? Oh, a very pretty bairn. Oh, you're a child, I wonder. Ah, pretty one, very pretty one. I'll take it up for pretty. Ah, yes, I'll tarry till my son comes. Wait, I'll leave now. Thou art so near. If thou would see a thing to talk on when thou art dead and rotten down hither. Oh, what ails thou, man? You see, too such sight by sea and by land, but I'm not to see it. Is the sea bird is now the sky, betwixt the firmament and you cannot cross the Bodkins point. Boy, how is it? Oh, I wish you did but see how it chafes, how it rages, how it takes up the shore. But that's not to the point. Oh, the most piteous cries of the poor souls. Sometimes to see him and not to see him. Now the ship bore in the moon with the mainmast and the noun swallowed with yeast and froth as yet thrust a cork into a hogshead. And then for the land service to see how the bear tore out his shoulder bone. How he cried to me for help and said his name was Antigonus, a nobleman. Up to make it into the ship to see how the sea flapped dragging it. But first how the poor souls roared and the waves mocked them. And then how the poor gentleman roared and the bear mocked him. Both roaring louder than the sea or weather. Me, my mercy, when was this, boy? Well, now I have not winked since I saw these sights. The men are not yet cold under water, nor the bear half dying. Now the gentleman, he said it now. Would I had been by to have helped the old man. Heavy matters. Heavy matters. Oh, but look thee here, boy. Now, bless thyself. Thou messed with things dying, I with things new, boy. Here's a sight, boy, dear. Well, look thee here. A barren cloth for a squire's child. Look thee, boy. Take up, open it so let's see. It was told me I should be reached by the fairies. This is some changeling. Oh, open it, boy. What's within? Lord, your brains boil, man. Oh, you're a maid old man. And the sins of your youth are forgiven you. You're well to live. Gold, all gold. This is very gold, boy, and 'twill prove so. Up with it, keep it close. Home, home. We are lucky, boy. And to be so still requires nothing but secrecy. Yeah, let my sheep go. Come, good boy. Go you with your findings. I'll go see if the bear is gone from the gentleman and how much he has eaten. If they are never first when they're hungry. If there's any of him left, I'll bury it. Oh, that's a good deed. If thou mayest discern by that which is left of him what he is, fetch me to the sight of him. Ah, 'tis a lucky day, boy. We'll do good deeds on it.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping. It's intermission.
I didn't do that one, but oh man, that hurt. So she has to be a friend. Direction too, I didn't be recognized who she really is. Yes, I told you about that. Shut up.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future.
I that please some, try all, both joy and terror of good and bad, that makes and unfolds error, now take upon me in the name of time, to use my wings. Impute it not a crime to me or my swift passage, that I slide o'er
16 years. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Lord, there's a solution.
Your patience this allowing, I give our scene such growing as you had slept between.
Leonti's leaving. The effects of his fond jealousy so grieving that he shuts up himself. Imagine me, gentle spectators, that I now may be in fair Bohemia. And remember well I mentioned a son of the king's, which Florizel I now name to you, and with speed so pace, to speak of Perdita, now grown in grace, equal with wondering. What of her ensues, I list not prophesy, but let time's news be known when 'tis brought forth.
I want to fly like an eagle.
I want to fly high.
Fly like an eagle.
Let my spirit carry.
Fly like an eagle.
I'm gonna fly high.
Lord, there's a solution.
No.
I pray thee, good Camillo, be not so importunate. 'Tis a sickness denying thee anything, a death to grant this.
It is 15 years since I saw my country. Though I have for the most part been erred abroad, I desire yet to lay my bones there. Besides, the penitent king my master hath sent to for me, to whose feeling sorrows I might be some allay, or I o'erween to think so, which is another spur to my departure.
As thou lovest me, Camillo, wipe not out the rest of thy services by leaving me now. The need I have of thee, thine own goodness hath made. Better not to have had thee than thus to want thee. Thou, having made me businesses which none without thee can sufficiently manage, must either stay to execute them thyself, or take away with thee the very services thou hast done. Which, if I have not enough considered, as too much I cannot, to be more thankful to thee shall be my study. Though I might profit therein the heaping friendships. Of that fatal country Sicilia, prithee speak no more. The very mention of which punishes me with remembrance of that penitent, as thou callest him, and reconciled king, my brother, the loss of whose precious queen and children are even now afresh to be lamented. Say to me, when sawest thou the Prince Florizel, my son?
Oh, sir, it is 3 days since I saw the prince. What his happier affairs may be are to me unknown, but I have missingly noted of late he is much retired from court, and is less frequent to his princely exercises than formerly he hath appeared.
I have considered so much, Camillo, and with some care, so far that I have eyes under my servants which look upon his removedness, from whom I have this intelligence, that he is seldom from the house of a most homely shepherd, a man who, they say, from very nothing, and beyond the imagination of his neighbors, is grown to an unspeakable estate.
I have heard, sir, of such a man, who hath a daughter of most rare note. The report of her is extended more than can be thought to begin from such a cottage.
That's likewise part of my intelligence, but I fear the angle influx our son thither. Thou shalt accompany us to the place, where we will, not appearing as ourselves, have some question with this shepherd, from whose simplicity I think it not uneasy to get the cause of my son's result thither. Prithee be my present partner in this business, and lay aside these thoughts of Sicilia.
I willingly obey your command.
My best Camillo, we must disguise ourselves.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. So from my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry. Never make a pretty woman your wife. So from my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry. Pretty woman makes the husband look small and very often causes down. As soon as they marry, then she starts to do the things that will break his heart. And if you make an ugly woman your wife, you'll be happy for the rest of your life. An ugly woman cooks you all the time, always gives you peace of mind. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, then make a pretty woman your wife. So from my personal point of view, yeah, I'm gonna marry you. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, then make a pretty woman your wife. So from my personal point of view, yeah, I'm gonna marry you. So from my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you. In my time wore 3 pile, but now I am out of service. My traffic is sheets. My father named me Autolycus, who being as I am was likewise a snapper-up of unconsidered trifles. With dye and drab I purchase this comparison, and my revenue is the silly cheap. Gallows and knock are too powerful on the highway. Beatings and hangings are terrors to me. For the life to come, I sleep out the thought.
Let me see. Every 11 weather tods, every tod yields pound not shilling, 1,500 shore, and what comes the wool to?
If the spring holds, the cock's mine.
I cannot do it without counters. Well, let me see. What am I to buy for a sheep shearing piece? 5 pound sugar, 3 pound currants, rice. What will the sister of mine do with rice? What my father has made her mistress of a feast, and she lays it on. I must have saffron to color the word in pies. Mace, day, no, that's not to be note. Nutmeg 7, a raisin or 2 of ginger, but that I may beg. 4 pounds of prunes and as many a raisins of the sun.
Oh, that ever I was born!
Oh, in the name of me!
Oh, help me, but pluck off these rags and then death.
Alas, poor soul, thou hast need of more rags to lay on me rather than have these off.
Oh, sir, the lonesomeness of them offends me more than the stripes I have received, which are mighty ones and millions.
Alas, poor soul.
Oh, I am robbed, sir, and beaten, my clothing and apparel taken from me, and these detestable things put on me.
Well, what, by a horseman or a footman?
A footman, dear sir, a footman.
Well, indeed, he should be a footman by the garments he has left with thee. If this be a horseman's coat, it has seen very hot service. Come, let me thy hand out.
Oh, tenderly, dear sir, tenderly. Oh, softly, dear sir. Oh, sir, I feel my arm is out. Oh, you've done me a charitable office, sir.
Oh, well, just lack any money, I have a little one.
No, dear sir, offer me no money. I've got a kinsman not 3/4 of a mile hence, to whom I was going. I shall there have money or anything I want. Offer me no money, I pray you. That kills my heart.
Now, what manner of fellow was he that robbed you?
A fellow that I've known, sir, to go around with patrol days. He was once a servant of the prince. I know not for which of his virtues it was, but he was certainly whipped out of the court.
His vices, you would say. There's no virtue whipped out of the courts. They cherish it to make it stay there.
Vices, I should say, sir. I know this man well. Some call him Autolycus.
Out upon him. Pray for me, life pray. He hunts wakes, fairs, and bear baitings.
Oh, true, sir. He, that's the rogue that put me into this apparel.
Not to more cowardly rogue in all Bohemia. If you had but looked big and spit at him, he'd have run.
Oh, I must confess, sir, I am no fighter. I'm false of heart that way. And that he knew I warned him.
Well, how do you know?
Oh, sweet sir, I'm much better than I was. I can stand and walk. I will even take my leave of you and pace softly towards my kinsman.
Shall I bring thee on the way?
Oh, no good face, sir. No, sweet sir.
Then fairly well. I must go by spices for a sheep shearing.
Prosper you, sweet sir. Your purse is not hot enough to purchase your spice. I'll be with you at your sheep shearing, too. And if I make not this cheat bring out another, and the shearers become sheep, let me be unrolled and my name be put. What the virtue? If you want to be happy,
these are unusual weeds, each part does give off life. No shepherdess, but floor appearing in April's front. This your sheep shearing is as a meeting of the petty gods, and you the queen on it.
Sir, my gracious lord, your high self, the gracious mark of the land, you have obscured with a swaying wearing, and me, poor, lowly maid, most goddess-like cranked up. I should blush to see you so attired, swoon, I think, to show myself a glass.
I bless the time when my good falcon made her flight across thy father's ground.
Now Jove affords you cause, to me the difference forges dread. Your greatness hath not been used to fear. I mean, even now I tremble to think that your father, by some accident, should pass this way as you did. Oh, the faith, what would he say to see his work, so noble, vilely bound up? Or how should I, in these, my borrowed flaunts, behold the sternness of his presence?
Apprehend nothing but jollity, the gods themselves humbling their deities to love to take the shape of beasts upon them.
Sir, your resolution cannot hold when 'tis opposed, as it must be by the power of the king.
Oh, dearest Perdita, I prithee with these forced thoughts, darken not the mirth of the feast, or I'll be thine, my fair, or not my father's, for I cannot be myself or anything to any if I be not thine. To this I am most constant, though destiny say no. Be merry, gentle, and lift up thy looks as if it were the day of celebration of that nuptial which we two have sworn shall come.
Lady Fortune, stand you auspicious.
See your guests approach. Address to entertain them sprightly and return.
Why, daughter? Why? When my old wife lived upon this day, she was both pantler, butler, cook, both dom and servant. She welcomed all, served all, would sing her song and dance her turn. Now, here, at the upper end of the table, now in the middle, on her shoulder, and hers, her face afire with her labor, and the thing she took to quenching with, she would to each one sip. You are retired as if you were a feasted one and not the hostess of the meeting. Pray ya, bid these unknown friends to us welcome, for it is a way to make us better friends, more known. Come, quench your blushes. Present yourself that which you are, the mistress of the feast. Come on, and welcome us to your spirit, as your good luck shall prosper.
It is my father's will that I should become the hostessship of the day.
Aye.
Very well. Give me those flowers there, Dorcas. You, there's rosemary and these keep sitting in the savor all winter long. Grace remember to eat both and welcome to unto
Shepherdess. Now, fair one are you. Lady Scurry.
I should leave off grazing were I of your flock and only live by gazing. Alas, you'd be so lean the blast of January would pull you through and through. Now, my fairest friend, I would I had some flowers that might become your time of day. And yours, and yours, and yours, and whereupon your virgin branch set your maidenhead growing. Death the swaddled dead, take with them the wisdom mark of beauty. Pale primroses that die unmarried ere they can behold bright Phoebus in his strength. These I lack to make you garlands of my sweet friends and strew them o'er and o'er.
What, like a corpse?
No, like a bank for love to lie and play on, not like a corpse, or as not to be buried, but quick and in mine arms.
Oh, when you speak sweet, I'd have you do so ever. When you sing, I'd have you buy and sell so. So give alms, pray so, and for the ordering of your affairs to sing them too. When you do dance, I wish you a wave of the sea, that you might ever do nothing but that. Move still, still so, and own no other function. Each your doing, so singular, and each particular crowns what you are doing in the present deeds, that all your acts are queen.
Doricles, your praises are too large, but your youth and the true blood which peeps fairly through it do give you out an unstained shepherd. With wisdom, I fear my Doricles. You wooed me the false way.
Think you have as little skill to fear it as I have purpose to put you to it. But come, our dance, I pray. Your hand, my them. So turtles pair that never mean to part.
I'll swear for him.
This is the prettiest low-born lass that ever ran upon the greensward. Nothing she does or sees but smacks of something greater than herself. Too noble for this place.
Look, he tells us something that makes her blood turn out.
Come, strike up! Mopsa must be your mistress. Mary, garlic to mend her kissing with. Not a word, we stand upon our manners. Come on, strike up! Strike up! There we go. There it is. Good job.
Who is this fair swain that dances with your daughter?
Oh, they call him Doricles, and boasts himself to have a worthy beauty. What? I have it upon his own report, and I believe it. He says he loves my daughter. Oh, I think so too.
Yes, to choose who loves another best. Oh,
she dances, Beadley.
Oh, so she does anything. No, I reported that should be silent. If young Doricles do light upon her, she shall bring him that which he not dreams of. But see the peasant at the door, you would never dance again after the tabor and the pipe. No, bagpipes could not move you. He sings several tunes faster than you can tell money. Whew. He utters them as he is eating ballads, and all men's ears grew to his tunes.
He could never come better. He shall come in. I love a ballad, buddy, but too well. If be a doleful matter. Now he sat down, or a very pleasant thing indeed, and sung lamentably.
He has songs for every man and woman of all sizes. Oh, he has the prettiest love songs for maids, quite without bawdry, which is strange. Oh, and where a mean-mouthed rascal would, as it were, mean mischief, break a foul gap into the matter, he makes the maids answer, "Whoop, do me no harm, right, sir? Whoop, whoop, do me no harm, good sir."
Has he any unbraided wear?
Oh, he has ribbons of all the colors of the rainbow.
Yeah, prithee bring him in and let him approach singing.
For him that he used no skirless words in his tune.
Buy her diamond ring, my friend, it'll make her feel alright. I've got anything, my friend, that'll make her feel alright. All she cares is for your money. Money can't buy her love. I sell you all I've got to sell, and she'll say she loves you. I may not have a lot to sell, but what I got to you. All she cares is for your money. Money can't buy her love, and can't buy her love. Everybody tells me so.
You promised me a tawdry lace and a pair of sweet gloves.
I haven't told me how I was talking, by the way. And someone stole all my money.
Impostors abroad, therefore it behooves men to wait and be wary.
I will fear not thou, man. Thou shalt lose nothing here.
Oh, I hope so, for I have about me many parcels of charms.
Ah, what hast here? Ballads?
Here's one to a very doleful tune. How a usurer's wife was brought to bed with 20 money bags in a burden, and how she wanted to eat Patterson and carbonate.
Ooh, is it true, think you?
Oh, very true, and but a month old.
Pray you now buy it.
Ah, come on, let's buy it. Let's first see more ballads. We'll buy the other things anon.
Here's another one of a fish that appeared upon the coast on Wednesday, the 4th of April, 40,000 fathoms above the water, and sung this song against the hard hearts of maids. It was said that she was a woman who was changed to a cold fish because she wouldn't exchange flesh with the one that loved her. It's very pitiful, and it's true.
Is it true, too?
Oh, 5 justices' hands at it, and more witnesses than my back will hold.
Ah, come. We'll have this song out and on by ourselves. Me, father, and the gentlemen are in said talk, and we'll not trouble them. Come, bring away thy pack after me. Wenches, I'll wait for you both. Let's have the first choice. Follow me, girls.
You shall pay well.
Once it's time to part them. He's simple and tells much. How now, fair shepherd? Your heart is full of something that does take your mind from feasting. Sooth, when I was young and handed love as you do, I was wont to load my sheep with knacks. I would have ransacked the peddler's silken treasury and poured it to her acceptance. You've let him go and nothing parted with him.
Oh, sir, I know she prizes not such trifles as these are. The gifts she looks from me are packed and locked up in my heart, which I have given already, but not delivered. Oh, hear me breathe my life before this ancient sir, who it should seem has sometime loved. I take thy hand. My hand is soft as dove's down and as white as it.
What follows this? How prettily the young swain seems to wash the hand was fair before. I have put you out. But to your protestations, let me hear what you profess.
Do and be witness to it.
And this my neighbor too?
And he, and more than he, the earth, the heavens, and men and all. Were I crowned the most imperial monarch, thereof most worthy, were I the fairest youth that ever made eye swerve, had I force and knowledge more than ever was man's, I would not prize them without her love. For her employ them all, commend them or condemn them to her service or to their own perdition.
Fairly offered.
This shows the sound effect. My daughter say you the like to him.
I cannot speak so well. No, nothing so well, nor mean better. By the pattern of my own thoughts, I cut out the purity of his.
Ah, they can's a bargain. And friends unknown, you shall bear witness to it. I give my daughter to him and will make her portion equal to his.
But that must be in the virtue of your daughter. But come, contract us for these witnesses.
Oh, come your hand and daughter yours.
Soft, swain, a while. Beseech you. Now, have you a father?
I have, but what of him?
Knows he of this?
He neither does nor shall.
Methinks the father is in his son's nuptial, a guest that best becomes the table. I pray you once again, is he not grown incapable of reasonable affairs? Is he not grown stupid with age and altering rooms? Can he hear, speak, no man from man, dispute his own estate? Is he not bedridden and again does nothing but what he did being childish?
No, good sir. He has his health indeed, and ampler strength than most have of his age.
By my white hair, you offer him, if this be so, a wrong something unfilial. Reason my son should choose himself a wife. But, as good reason, a father, all whose joy is nothing else but fair posterity, should hold some counsel in such a business.
I yield all this, but for some other reasons, my grave sir, which 'tis not fit that you know, I not acquaint him of this business.
Let him know it.
He shall not.
Prithee, let him.
No, he will not.
Let him, my son. He shall not need to grieve at knowing of thy choice.
Come, he must not. Mark our contract.
Mark your divorce, young sir, whose son I dare not call. Thou art too base to be acknowledged. Thou, a scepter's heir that thus affects a sheep-boy. Thou, old traitor. I am sorry that by hanging thee I can but shorten thy life 1 week. And thou, fresh piece of excellent witchcraft, whom of course must know this royal fool thou comest with.
Oh, my heart.
I'll have thy beauty scratched with briars and made more homely than thy estate.
Father.
For thee, bond boy, if I may ever that thou nevermore shalt see this knack, as nevermore I mean thou shalt, we'll bar thee from succession, not hold thee of our blood, no, not our kin. Father, that you heard it all. Mark thou my words. Follow us to the court. For this time, the whole lot of slavery has been free thee from the dead blow of it.
Oh, thank you.
And you, enchantment, worthy enough a herdsman, yea, him too, that makes himself but for our honor within, unworthy thee. If ever, henceforth, thou these world ashes open to his entrance, or hoop his body more with thy embraces, I will devise a death as cruel to thee as thou art tender to it.
Even here undone, I was not much afeard, for once or twice I was about to speak and tell him plainly that the self-same sun that shines upon his court hides not his visage from our cottage, but looked on alike. Will it please you, sir, begone? I told you what would come of this. Beseech you of your own state, take care. This dream of mine being now awake, I'll quit it, no inch further, but milk my ewes and weep.
Speak now, father, and thou diest. Cannot speak, nor think, nor dare to know that which I know. Oh, sir, ye have undone a man of 83, that thought to have filled his grave in quiet. Yea, to die upon the bed my father died, to lie close to his honest bones. But now, some hangman must put on my shroud and lie me where no priest shovels in dust. Ah, cursed wretch. Then knewest this was the prince, and wouldst adventure to mingle fate with him. Undone! Undone! If I might die within this hour, I have lived to die when I desire.
I'm looking so upon you. I am but sorry, none of fear, delayed, but nothing altered. What I was, I am.
My gracious lord, you know your father's temper. At this time he will allow no speech, which I do guess you do not purpose to him. And as hardly yet will he enjoy your sight, I him.
I not purpose it. Think Camillo?
Even he, my lord.
How often have I told you 'twould be thus? How often that my dignity would last but till 'twere known?
It cannot fail but by the violation of my faith, and then let nature crush the sides of the earth together and mar the seeds within. Lift up thy looks. From my succession wipe me, Father, I am heir to my affection.
Be advised.
I am, and by my fancy. If my reason will thereto be obedient, I have reason. If not, my senses, better pleased with madness, do bid it welcome.
This is desperate, sir.
So call it, but it does fulfill my vow. I needs must think in honesty. Camillo. Not for Bohemia, nor for the pomp that may be thereat gleaned, for all the sun sees, or the closed earth wombs, or the profound seas, hides in unknown fathoms, will I break my vow to this, my fair beloved. Therefore, if you have always been my father's honored friend, when he shall miss me, as in faith I mean not to see him any more, cast your good counsels upon his passion. This you may know and so deliver. I am put to sea with her who here I cannot hold on shore, and most opportune to our need I have a vessel rides fast by, though not purpose for this design. What course I mean to hold, shall nothing benefit you nor concern me the reporter.
My lord, I wish your spirit were easier for advice or stronger for your need.
Pardon, I'll hear you by and by.
He's irremovable. Resolved for flight. Now, were I happy if his going I could frame to serve my turn. Save him from danger. Do him love and honor. Purchase again the sight of that dear Cecilia and that unhappy king, my master, whom I so much thirst to see.
Well, I am so fraught with curious business that I leave out ceremony.
I think, my lord, that you have heard of my poor services and the love that I bore your father.
Very nobly have you deserved. It is my father's music to speak your deeds.
Well then, my gracious lord, if it may please you to think I love the king, and through him, what's nearest to him, which is your gracious self, embrace but my direction, if your more ponderous and settled project may suffer alteration. On mine honor, I shall point you where you shall have such receiving as shall become your highness, where you may enjoy your mistress, marry her, and with my best endeavor in your absence, your discontenting father strive to qualify and bring him up to liking.
How, Camilla, may this almost a miracle be done?
Have you thought on a place whereto you'll go?
Not any yet.
Then list to me. This follows. If you will not change your purpose, but undergo this flight, then make for Sicilia, and there present yourself and your fair princess, for so I see she must be, for Leontes. Methinks I see Leontes opening his free arms and weeping his welcomes forth. Asks thee, the son, forgiveness as 'twere in the father's person, kisses the hand of thy fresh princess, or divides himself twixt his unkindness and his kindness. The one he bids to hell, and chides the other grow faster than thought or time.
Worthy Camilla, what color for my visitation shall I hold up before him?
Sent by the king your father to greet him and to give him comforts. My gracious lord, the manner of your bearing towards him, with what you shall, as from your father, deliver. Things known betwixt us three, I'll write you down, the which shall point you forth at every sitting what you must say, that he shall not perceive, but that you have your father's very bosom there, and speak his very heart.
I am bound to you. There's some sap in this.
Of course, for promising that a wild dedication of yourselves to unpaths waters, undreamed shores, miseries most certain to follow, no hope to help you, but that you cast off one to take up another.
But oh, the thorns we stand upon, Camillo, preserver of my father, now of me, medicine of our house. How shall we do? We are not furnished like Bohemia's son, nor shall appear so in Sicilia.
My gracious lord, I think you do know my fortunes do all lie there. Now it shall so be my care to see you royally attorneyed, as if the part you play were mine. Now, for instance, that you shall know you shall not want one word.
What a fool honesty is in crossing the sword, brother. A very simple gentleman. I have sold all my trumpetry. Not a counterfeit stone, not a ribbon, glass, Poland, or brooch table book. Not a mallet, not a shoe tie, bracelet, or horn ring to keep my pack from fasting. They'd throng who should buy first, as if my trinkets had been hallowed and brought a benediction to the buyer. By which means I was able to see whose purse was best in picture. And what I saw to my good use, I remembered. My clown, who wants but something to be a reasonable man, grew so in love with the wench's song that he would not stir his petty toes till he had both tune and words, which so drew the rest of the herd to me that all their other senses stuck in ears. I might have pinched a placket, it was senseless. No hearing, no seeing, but my sure song and admiring the nothingness of it. So that in this time of lethargy, I was able to cut and pick most of their festival purses. And had not the old man come in with a hubbub against his daughter and the king's son and scared my chuffs from the chaff, I had not left a purse alive in the whole army.
Nay, but my letters being there so soon as you arrive shall satisfy that
And
doubt.
those that you'll procure from King Leontes.
Shall please your father. Happy be you. All that you speak shows fair. Who have we here? We will make an instrument of him amid nothing they give us aid.
Aye, go to.
If they have overheard me now, why hanging?
Why, how now, sir? Why, shakes also. Fear not, there's no harm intended to thee.
I am but a poor fellow, sir.
Why be so still? There's none here will steal that from thee. But for the outside of thy poverty, we must make an exchange. Therefore, you must discase yourself instantly. You must know there's a necessity in it, and change garments with this gentleman. Though the pennyworth on his part be the worst, yet hold thee, there's some boots.
I am but a poor fellow, sir.
Prithee, dispatch. The gentleman is half laid already.
Are you in earnest, sir? I have had...
Dispatch, I prithee.
I cannot in good...
Unbuckle, unbuckle. Fortunate mistress, let my prophecy come home to you. Now, you must take yourself off to some covert. There, take your sweetheart's hat, muffle your brows, dismantle you, and as you can, just lighten the truth of your own seeming, that you may, for I do fear eyes over, to shipboard, get undescribed. I see the place of life that I must bear apart. No, remedy. Have you done there?
Should I now meet my father, he would not call me son.
Hey, you shall have no hat. Here, lady. Farewell, my friend.
Adieu, sir.
Perdita, what have we twain forgot? Pray you a word.
What I do now shall be to tell the king of this escape and whither they are bound, wherein my hope is I shall so force him, after, in whose company I shall review Cecilia, for whom I have a woman's longing.
Lead us, thus we set on Camilla to the seaside.
The swifter speed, the better.
I understand the business. I hear it. To have an open ear, a quick eye, and a nimble hand is necessary for a cut purse. A good nose is requisite also for smelling out work for the other senses. I see that this is the time that the unjust man doth thrive. The prince himself is about some piece of iniquity, stealing away from his father with his clog at his heels. If I thought it was a piece of honesty to acquaint the king withal, I would not do it. I hold it the more knavery to conceal it, and therein am I constant to my profession. Aside, here's more matter for a hot brave. Every lane's end, every shop, church session, and hanging fields, a careful man work.
See what a man you are now. There's no other way but to tell the king she's a changeling and none of your flesh and blood. Nay, but hear me. I'll go to that. She being none of your flesh and blood is not offended the king, and so your flesh and blood is not to be punished by him. Show those things you found about her. Those secret things, all but what she's got with her. This being done, let the law go whistle. I warrant you, I will tell the king all. Every word, yea, and his son's pranks too. Who, I may say, is no honest man, neither to his father nor to me, to go about to make me the king's brother-in-law.
Very wisely, Maurice.
Well, let us to the king. There is that in this bardle will make him scratch his beard.
I know not what impediment this complaint may have to the flight of my master.
Pray heartily he be at palace.
I am not normally honest, but I am so sometimes, by chance. I must pocket up my peddler's excrement. Bound now, rustics, where are you bound?
To the palace, and I'd like your worship.
Your affairs there. Why would you in the condition of bound Bardo? The place of your dwelling, your names, ages of what having, breeding, and anything else that is fitting to be known. Discover.
We are but plain fellows, sir.
Oh, why? You are rough and hairy. Let me have this line. It becomes not the tradesmen. They often give us soldiers alive, and we pay them for it with stamped coin rather than stabbing steel. Therefore, they give us no lie.
Are you a courtier? And it like you, sir?
Whether it like me or no, I am a courtier. Seest thou not the air of the court in these enfoldings? Does not my gait have in it the measure of the court? Receives not thy nose court odor from me? Am not on thy baseness, court contempt? Thinkest thou, since I fixed thee in coat thy business, that I am no courtier? I am a courtier, cap of pay, and one that we can push on. What's the fact of business there? Whereupon I command you, open your affair.
My business, sir, is to the king.
And what advocate hast thou to him?
I know not. And it, like this, sir. Advocates the court word for a pheasant. Say you have none. None, sir. I have no pheasant, cock, nor hen.
Blessed we that are not simple men, yet nature might have made me as these are, therefore I will not disdain.
This cannot be but a great courtier. Well, his garments are rich, but he wears them not handsomely. He seems to be the more noble in being fantastical. You see, great man awards. I know by the pickings in his teeth.
That bottle there, what's in that bottle? Wherefore that bottle?
Sir, there lie such secrets in this bottle and box which none must know but the king, and which he shall know within the hour, if I may come to the speech of.
Nay, thou hast lost thy labor. The king is not at the palace. He is gone aboard a new ship to purge melancholy and air himself. And if thou beest capable of things serious, thou must know that the king is full of grief.
So 'tis said, sir, about his son that should have married a shepherd's daughter.
That shepherd, if he be not in a handfast, let him fly. The tortures he shall feel will break back a man.
I think you so, sir.
And not he alone will suffer what wicked and heavy and vengeance bitter. All those that are germane to him, though removed 50 times, shall all come under the hangman. Which though it be a great pity, yet is necessary. A sheep-whistling rogue, a ram tender, to offer to have his daughter come into grace. Some said he shall be stoned, but that is too soft for him, say I.
Has the old man a son, sir? Do you hear it? I'd like to, sir.
He has a son. He shall be flayed alive. Then anointed with honey and set on the head of a wasp nest, and stand till it be 3/4 on a ground bed, then revive the pot with Vickie or some of the hot infusion. Then, as he is on the hottest day prognostication proclaims, shall he be set against a brick wall, the sun looking on him with the southward eye, and there behold him with flies blown death. But what talk we of these traitorly rascals, whose miseries are to be laughed at, their offenses being so capital? Tell me, for you seem to be honest, plain fellows. What have you to the king? Being somewhat gently considered, I'll take you where he is aboard. Tender you into his presence, whisper him on your behalfs, and if it be a man beside the king to give you your suits, here is the man who will do it.
He seems to be of great authority. Close with him. Give him gold. And though authority be a stubborn bear, yet he is oft led by the nose with gold. Show the inside of your purse to the outside of his hand, and no more ado. Remember, stoned and played alive. It please you to undertake this business for us. Here is that gold I have. I'll make it as much more. And leave this young man in pawn till I bring it to you.
After I've done what I promised.
Aye, sir.
Well, give me the moiety.
Comfort. Good comfort. We must to the king and show our strange sights. He must know it is none of your daughter nor my sister. We are gone else. Sir, I will give you as much as this old man does when the business is performed, and remain, as he says, your pawn till it be brought you.
Well, I will trust you. Walk on towards the seaside. Go on the right-hand side, though. I will but look on the hedge, and then I will follow.
We are blessed in this man, as I may say. Even blessed. Let's be for as he bids us. He was provided to do us good.
If I had a mind to be honest, I think fortune would not suffer me. He drops booties in my mouth. Here I am courted by a double occasion. Gold, and the means to do the prince my master good, which who knows how that may turn to my advancement. I will bring these 2 moles, these blind ones aboard him, and if he sees fit to shore them again, and that the complaint they have to the king concerns him nothing, Let him call me a rogue for being too far officious, for I am proof against that title, and what of the shame it bears. I will bring them aboard. There may be matter.
Sir, you have done enough and have performed a saint-like sorrow. No fault could you make which you have not laid down, indeed paid down more penitence than done trespass. At the last do as the heavens have done, forget your evil, and with them forgive yourself.
Whilst I remember her and her virtues, I cannot forget my blemishes in them, and so still think of the wrongs I did myself, which were so much that ereless it hath made my kingdom, and destroyed the sweetest creature that ever man bred his hopes out of.
True, too true, my lord. If one by one you wedded all the world, or from the all that are took something good to make a perfect woman, she you killed would be unparalleled.
Think so. Killed. She I killed. I did so, but thou strikes me sorely to say I did. It is as bitter upon thy tongue as in my thoughts. Now, good now, say so but seldom.
Not at all, good. You might have spoken 1,000 things that would have done time more benefit and graced your kindness better.
You are one of those would have him wedded in.
If you would not so, you pity not the state, nor the remembrance of his most sovereign name. Consider little what issues by his highness's bail of issue made a bower in certain lookers on. What holier than for royalties repair, for present comfort, and for future good, to bless the bed of majesty with a sweet fellow to it.
There is none worthy, respecting her that's gone. Besides, the gods will have fulfilled their sacred purposes. For has not the divine Apollo said, is it not but the tenor of his oracle, that King Leontes shall not have an heir till his lost child be found? Which, that it shall, is all as monstrous to our human reason as my antagonist to break his grave and come again to me, who on my life did perish with the infant. 'Tis your counsel, my lord, should to the heavens be contrary, oppose against their wills. Care not for issue. The crown will find an heir. Great Alexander left his to the worthiest, so his successor was like to be the best.
Paulina, who hast the memory of Hermione, I know in honor that ever I had sweared me to thy counsel. Then, even now, I might have looked upon my queen's full eyes, taken treasure from her lips.
And left them more rich for what they yielded.
I think so. No more such wives. Therefore, no wife. One worse and better used would make her sainted spirit again possess her corpse, and on this stage where we offenders now appear, soul vexed and begin, why to me?
Had she such power, she had just cause.
She had, and would incense me to murder her I married.
I should so. Were I the ghost that walked, I'd bid you mark her eye and tell me for what dull part in it you chose her. And then I'd shriek that even your ears should rift to hear me, and the words that followed should be, remember my...
Stars, and all eyes else dead coals. Fear thou no wife, I'll have no wife, Paulina.
Will you swear never to marry but by my free leave?
Never, Paulina, so be blessed my spirit.
Then, good my lords, bear witness to his oath.
You tempt him over much.
Well, unless another as like Hermione as is her picture affront his eye.
Good madam.
I have done. Yet, if my lord will marry, if you will, sir, no remedy but you will, give me the office to choose you a queen. Now she shall not be so young as was your former, but she shall be such as walked your first queen's ghost. It should take joy to see you in her arms.
True, Paulina. We shall never marry till thou biddest us.
That shall be when your first queen's again in breath, never till then.
Prince Florizel, son of Polixenes, with his princess, she's the fairest I have yet beheld, desire access to your high presence.
What with him? He comes not like to the greatness of his father. His approach so out of circumstance and sudden tells me 'tis not a visitation framed, but forced by need or accident. What trade?
But few, and those but me.
His princess, you say, with him?
Aye, the most famous piece of earth I think.
Your writing now is colder than that theme. She had not been, nor was not to be equaled. Thus your verse flowed with her beauty once. 'Tis shrewdly ebbed to say you've seen a better.
Pardon, madam. The one I had almost forgotten, your pardon. The other, when she has obtained your eye, will have your tongue too. This is a creature, were she to begin a sect, might quench the views of all professors else, make proselytes of those she but bid follow.
How? Not women.
Oh, women will love her that she is a woman, more worth than any man. Men that she is the rarest of all women.
Go, Cleomenes, yourself, assisted with your honored friends, bring them to our embracement. Still, 'tis strange he thus should steal upon me.
Had our prince, jewel of children, seen this hour, he had paired well with this lord. There was not a full month between their births.
Really no more cease. Thou knowest he dies to me again when talked of. Sure, when I shall see this gentleman, your speech will make me to consider that which may unfurnish me of reason. They are come. Your mother was most true to wedlock, prince, for she did print your royal father off conceiving you. Were I but 21, your father's image is so hit in you, his very air, that I should call you brother and speak of something wildly by us performed before. Welcome, most dearly welcome. And your princess. Goddess. Alas, I lost a couple that twixt heaven and earth might thus have stood, begetting wonder as you, gracious couple, do. And then I lost all mine own folly, the society, and amity of your brave father, whom I, for very mystery, desire once more to look at. By his command have I here reached the royal court. And from him give you all greetings and a king and friend, and send his brother. And but the infirmity which waits upon worn times hath something seized his wished ability. He had himself the lands and waters twixt your throne in his measure to look upon you, whom he loved. He made me say so, more than all the scepters and thrones that bear them living. Brother, good gentlemen, the wrongs I have done thee stir afresh within me. Well, these thy offices, so rarely kind, are as interpreters of my behindhand slackness. Welcome hither as the spring is to the earth. And hath he too exposed this paragon to the dreadful uses, at least ungentle, of the fearful Neptune? To greet a man not worth her pains, much less the adventure of her person.
Good my lord, she came from Libya.
Well, where the warlike Smalus, that noble honored lord, is feared and loved.
Most royal, sir, from thence, from him, whose royal tears proclaimed his, thus parting with her. Thence, a prosperous south wind friendly, we crossed to execute the charge given to me for visiting your highness. My best train I have from your Sicilian shores dismissed, who for Bohemia bend, not only to signify my success in Libya, but my arrival and my wife's in safety here where we are.
Blessed gods purge all infections from our air while you do climate here. You have a holy father, a graceful gentleman, against whose person I have done sin, for which the heavens taking angry note have left me issueless. But your father's blessed, as from heaven he merits it with you, worthy his witness. What might I have been, might I a son and daughter now have looked upon such goodly things as you?
Most noble sir, that which I shall report will bear no credit were not the proof so nigh. Please you, great sir, Bohemia greets you from himself by me, desires you to attach his son, who has both his duty and dignity cast off, fled from his father, from his hopes, and with the shepherd's daughter.
Where is Bohemia?
Here in your city, I now came from him. I speak amazedly, it becomes my marvel and my message. To your court, whilst he was hastening, meets he on the way the father of this seeming lady and her brother, having both their country quitted with this young prince.
Camillo has betrayed me, whose honor and whose honesty till now endured all weathers.
Lay it to his charge. He is with the king your father.
Who, Camillo?
Camillo, sir, I spake with him. Now have these poor men in question, never saw I wretches so quake. They kneel, they kiss the earth, or swear themselves as often as they speak. Bohemia threatens them with divers deaths and death.
Oh, my poor father! The heavens sent spies will not have our contract celebrated!
You are married.
We are not, sir, nor are we like to be. The stars, I see, shall kiss the valleys first.
My lord, is this the daughter of a king?
She is, when once she is my wife.
That once I see by your good father's speed shall come on very slowly. I'm sorry you have broke from his liking, and as sorry that your choice is not as rich in worth as beauty, that you might well enjoy her.
Dear, look up. No fortune visible an enemy should chase us with my father. Power no jot hath she to change our loves. Beseech you, sir, Remember when you owed no more to time than I do now, and with thought of such affection step forth mine advocate. At your request, my father will grant precious things as trifles.
Would he do so? I beg your precious mistress, which he counts but a trifle.
Sir, my liege, your eye hath too much youth in it. Not a month before your queen died, she was more worth such gazes than what you look on now.
Thought of her even in these looks I made. But your petition is not yet answered. I will to your father, my lord. Your honor not o'erthrown by your desire, I am friend to them and you. And upon which charge I therefore go toward him. Follow me and mark what way I make. Come, good my lord.
Were you present at the relation?
I was by at the opening of the Bardel, heard the old shepherd deliver the manner how he found it, whereupon, after a little amazedness, we were all commanded out of the chamber. Only this, methought, I heard the shepherd say, he found the child. I made a broken delivery of the business, but the changes I perceived in the king and Camillo were the very notes of admiration. They seemed almost, with staring on one another, to tear the cases of their eyes. There was speech in their language, dumbness in their very gesture. They looked as they had heard of a world ransomed, or one destroyed. A notable passion of wonder appeared in them, but that the wisest beholder, who did not have but see, could not say if the importance were joy or sorrow. But in the extremity of the one, it must needs be. Oh, happily, here comes a gentleman who may know more. What news, Rusch?
Nothing but bonfires. The oracle is fulfilled, the king's daughter is found. Such a deal of wonder is broken out within the hour that ballad makers cannot be able to tell of him. Well, here comes the Lady Paulina Stewart. He can deliver you more. This news which is called true is so like an old tale that the veracity of it is in strong suspicion. Has the king found his heir?
Most true, if ever truth were breaking by circumstance. That which you'll hear, you'll swear you'll see. There is such unity in the proofs. The mantle of Queen Hermione's, her jewel about the neck of it, the letters that Antigonus found with it, which they know to be his character, the resemblance of majesty and resemblance of her mother, and the affectionate nobleness which shows above her breeding, all proclaim her with certainty to be the king's daughter. Did you see the meeting of the two kings?
No.
Ah, then you have lost the sight which was to be seen and cannot be spoken of.
Hey.
There, might you have beheld. One joy crowned another. So, and in such manner that it seemed sorrow took joy to take leave of them, for their joy waded in tears. There was casting up of eyes, holding up of hands. Our king, being ready to leap out of himself for joy, as if that joy were now become a loss, cries, oh, thy mother, then asks Bohemia forgiveness, then embraces his son-in-law. Then again worries his daughter with flipping her. Now he thanks the shepherd, who stands by like a weather-bidden conduit of many kings' reigns. Never have I seen such a sight, which lames report to follow it and undoes description to do it.
What became of Antigonus that carried thence the child?
He was torn to pieces with a bear. This not only amounts the shepherd's son, who has his innocence, which seems much, but also a handkerchief and certain rings of his, that which Paulina knows.
Well, what became of his bark and his followers?
Racked the very same instant of their master's death, so that all instruments which aided to expose the child were lost, even when it was found. But all the noble combat that twixt joy and sorrow was fought in Paulina. She had one eye declined for the loss of her husband, another raised that the oracle was fulfilled. She lifts the princess from the earth and so locks her in embracing that she might pin her to her heart, that who she might no more be in danger of losing.
The dignity of this act was worthy of an audience of kings and princes, for by such was it acted.
One of the prettiest touches of all, and that which angled for mine eyes and caught the water, but not the fish, was when at the relation of the queen's death, the manner of it bravely confessed and lamented by the king, how attentiveness wounded his daughter, and she from one sign of dolour to another, I would fain say with an alas, plead tears, for I am certain my heart wept blood. Who was most marble there changed colour, some swooned, all sorrowed. If the world could have seen it, the woe should have been universal.
But are they returned to the court?
No. The princess, hearing of her mother's statue, which is in the keeping of Paulina, and but newly performed by that rare Italian master, Julio Romano, who, had he eternity and could put breath into his work, would so beguile nature of her art, so is he, her ape. He, so near to Hermione, hath done Hermione, that they say one would question it, and stand in hope of answer. Thither with all greediness of affection are they gone, and there they intend to sup.
I thought she had some great matter there in hand. For she hath privately, twice or thrice a day, ever since the death of Hermione, visited that removed house. Shall we thither, and with our company piece the rejoicing?
Well, who would be thence that has the benefit of access? Our absence makes us unthrifty to our knowledge. Let's along.
Now had I not the dash of my former self, and would prefer but drop in my head. I brought the old man and his son aboard the Prince, told him I heard them talk about Fardo and I know not what, but he at the time being over fond of the shepherd's daughter, for so he then took her to be. She began to be much seasick, and himself not much better, the extremity of weather continuing, so that the mystery remained undiscovered. Here come those that I've done good to, against my will, and already experienced the blossoms of their fortune.
Come, boy. I am past more children, but all thy sons and daughters will be gentlemen born. You are well met, sir. You denied to fight with me this other day because I was no gentleman born. See you these clothes? Say you see them not to think me still no gentleman born. You were best say these robes were not gentleman born. Give me the lie, do and try whether I am not. Now, a gentleman born.
I see you are now, sir, a gentleman born.
I and have been so any time these 4 hours. And so am I, boy. Aye, so you have. But I was a gentleman born before me father, huh? For the king's son took me by the hand and called me brother, and then the 2 kings called me father, brother, and then the prince my brother, and the princess sister called me father, father. Father, oh, and so things went. And there was our first gentleman like tears that ever we shed. We may live, son, to shed many more. Aye, else 'twere hard luck seeing in so preposterous a state as we are.
I humbly beseech you to pardon me the faults I've committed to your worship, and to give me your good report against my master.
Oh, prithee do, son. We must be gentle. Now we are gentlemen. Thou wilt amend thy life?
I like your worship.
Then give me thy hand. I will swear to the prince thou art an honest, a true fellow as any is in Bohemia. Thou may say it, but not swear it. Not swear it? No, I'm a gentleman. Let boors and freemen say it. I'll swear it. Oh, if it be false, son. If it be ne'er so false, a true gentleman may swear it in the behalf of his friend. Oh. And I'll swear to the prince thou art a tall fellow of thy hands, and that thou wilt not be drunk. But I know thou art no fellow of the hands, and that thou wilt be drunk. But I'll swear it, and I would thou wouldst be a tall fellow of thy hands.
I will prove so, sir.
I by any means prove a tall fellow. Hark! The kings and princes, our kindred, are going to see the queen's picture. Come, follow us. We'll be thy good master.
Oh grave and good Paulina. Oh grave and good Paulina. A great comfort to be of Academy.
What sovereign, sir, I did not well, I meant well. All my services you have paid home, but that you have vouchsafed with your crowned brother and these, your contracted heirs of your kingdoms, my poor house to visit. It is the surplus of your grace which never my life may last to answer.
Oh, Paulina, we honor you with troubles, but we came to see the statue of our queen. Your gallery have we passed through, not without much content, in many singularities, but we saw not that which my daughter came to look on, the statue of her mother.
As she lived peerless, so her dead likeness, I do well believe, excels whatever yet you looked upon or hand of man hath done. Therefore I keep it, lonely, apart. But here it is, prepared to see the life as lively mocked as ever still sleep mocked death. Behold, and say 'tis well. I like your silence. It's the more shows off your wonder. But yet speak. First you, my liege, comes it not something near?
Her natural posture. Guide me, dear stone, that I may say indeed thou art Hermione.
or rather chide me, that thou art she and I not chiding. For she was as tender as infancy and grace. Yet, Paulina, Hermione was not so much wrinkled, nothing so aged as this piece.
Oh, not by much.
So much the more our carver's excellence, which lets go by some 16 years and makes her as she lived now.
She stood when first I moved her. I'm ashamed. It's not the stone rebuked me for being more stone than it. O royal piece, there's magic in thy majesty which has my evils conjured to remembrance, and has thy admiring daughter turned to stone like thee.
And do not say 'tis superstition that I kneel and then implore her blessing. Oh, dear lady, that ended when I but began giving you that conspiracy.
Oh, patience, then these statues but newly fixed, the color's not dry.
My lord, your sorrow is too sore laid on that 16 winters cannot blow away so many summers dry.
Dear my brother, let him who was the cause of this have power to take off so much grief from you as he will peace up in himself.
Indeed, my liege, if I had thought the sight of my poor image would thus have wrought you, for the stone is mine, I'd not have showed it.
Do not draw the curtain.
No longer shall you gaze on it, lest your fancy may think it on its moves.
Look, my lord, do not deem it grieved, and that the veins can verily bear blood.
Masterly done. The very icing form of our lip.
Mixture of her eye has something in it, as we were mocked with others.
I'll draw the curtain. My lord's almost so far transported, he'll think it on it lives.
Oh, my true Paulina, make me to think so these 20 years. No settled senses of the world can match the pleasure of that madness let it alone.
I am sorry, sir, I have thus far stirred you, but I could afflict you farther.
When this affliction has a taste as sweet as any cordial comforts, yet methinks there's almost an air that comes from her. What fine chisel could yet but cut the breath? Let no man mock me, for I will kiss her.
Oh, good my lord, forbear. The readiness upon her lip is wet. You'll mar it, kiss it, stain your own with oil and painting. Shall I draw the curtain?
No, not these 20 years.
So long can I stand by and look her on.
Either forbear, quit presently the chapel, or resolve you for more amazement. If you can behold it, I'll make the statue move indeed, descend and take you by the hand. But then you'll think, which I protest against, I am assisted by wicked powers.
What you can make her do, I am content to look on. What to speak, I am content to hear, but 'tis as easy to make her speak as
It is required you do awake your faith, or those that think it is unlawful business I'm about, let them depart.
see. No foot shall stir.
Trouble your joys with like relation. Go together, you precious winners all. Your exultation partake to everyone. I, an old turtle, will wing me to some withered bough, and there my mate, who's never to be found again, lament till I am lost.
Oh, peace, Paulina. Thou shalt a husband take by my consent, as I from thine a wife. This was a match made between us by vows. Thou hast found mine, but how is to be questioned, for I saw her as I thought, dead, and have in vain said many a prayer upon her grave. I'll not seek far, for him I partly know his mind, to find me an honorable husband. Come, Camillo, take her by the hand, whose worth and honor is richly noted, and here justified by us, a pair of kings. Let's from this place. Look on my brother, with both your pardons, that ever between your holy looks I put my ill suspicions. Paulina, lead us from hence, where we may leisurely each one demand an answer to his part performed in this wide gap of time since first we were dissevered. Hastily lead away. I like eagles.